it's kind of interesting. It was kind of a stumble into it. I retired from BMW manufacturing after 24 years, and I sat around the house for a couple years, and my wife was like, "You got to find something to do." So I called up my buddy Bryce, who's a drummer, and he owns the building and the other business on the other end of the building. And I was like, "You remember when you were talking about building a studio?" I said, "Well, let's go ahead and do that." And he's like, "Okay, cool." So we've been friends for like 25 years, and I just thought I'd help him get it together. We've got a state-of-the-art recording studio with a vintage analog board. So we'll record through the analog board into Pro Tools. So it's kind of a hybrid type studio. We've got 3 isolation booths and a live room. So I mean, it's a legit studio. The event space is basically, we had this garage and we were like, what are we going to do with it? And I was like, what if we just put a stage at one end and we could have a stage? And then, like I said, once we got talking to Steve, he helped us design this really cool, intimate space. So our intention is to rent it out as corporate events, but we'd also like to have local musicians come and sing original songs if possible. We really want to open up the Greenville music scene for Greenville musicians. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We can hold about 125 people, and we've got a state-of-the-art PA and light system. So it's going to be a fun time. Podcast room, we had some space. We had to build out this lobby area to have the bathrooms. So we had all this space, and I was like, let's just block off a room and we can make it a podcast studio. I said, I know a lot of people around want to do podcasts, but they don't want to spend the money to turn one of their rooms or take up their space in their house. So I was like, we can just build a podcast room and we can rent it out to people to do their podcasts. Maybe I'll do one, who knows? One of our missions is to be, like I said, a community hub and give back to the children, because, music is something for everybody. There are very few people will you find that just don't like music of some sort. So what we would like to do is use any profits or proceeds to go back to help children learn music, music lessons, guitar lessons, piano lessons. But we also instead of being a nonprofit, we decided to partner with other nonprofits to kind of broaden our reach. So we have partnered up with a group called Crafted Producers, and what they do is they cater to middle school and high school children, and they teach them how to make beats and things. They do one-day workshops, they do after-school programs, but what we really want to do this summer is have a Beats League. So we want, instead of having a baseball league or a football league, kids that aren't really interested in that stuff, that think they might want to learn how to be a producer, they can join up for this league, and it's called the Beats League. It's a 9-week program, 3 days a week. Kids will come in, be put up in teams, and they'll learn for the first 4 weeks how to make beats, how to write lyrics, how to record themselves, and how to produce it. And then the last 5 weeks, each week will be a different category, and they'll spend the first 2 days of the week practicing so that on Saturday they can go up against another team. And at the end of the league, we hope to have a champion, a beat battle champion. We're hoping that our clientele will be local musicians who want to either record or try to have a show. We just want to be a place for people to come and hang out and have a good time, and be a place where people think about when they think about music or art. Any kind of art, painted, comedians, poets, any type of art. We'd really like to be just a hub for that.